Okay.
Just on the beach not far from here.
Hey, Chaska! What's going on over here?
Paimon. And Tumaini?
Oh, hey, it's you two. Been a while. Yeah, thankfully Chaska got her to me in good time, so I think she'll pull through.
She was attacked by secret source automatons. I was on patrol nearby, so luckily for her, I was able to get her to safety. The automatons weren't so lucky.
Oh, them again.
Real tired, bro! Real tired! Secret source automatons? That's strange. We've come across those before, but definitely not around.
Yeah, who knows what's gotten into them recently. They've been no need. You've already done plenty by getting the Abyss off our backs. Without them draining our resources. Besides, like our ancestors used to say, one's own nest is one's own to protect. We can't go dumping all our problems onto you.
Come on! What happened to birds of a feather? We're your friends! Plus, we'll be leaving for Nodcry.
Huh, fair point.
Awesome! Let's go! Let's go!
If hunting down war machines is just sport to you, you guys really are built different. Still, guess I should tag along too.
No way, bro!
Where must traveler Paimon then return home?
Takes me right back to the Night Warden Wars. What's going on over there?
Oh no! Looks like she passed out! And there's an automaton! Quick, save her! This is just my...
Burn it down! Alright, letting brave names echo! Teamwork is strength, wrath from the skies!
Aoife, how's it look?
Hard to say. You might want to see this for yourselves.
You call that a human? Bro! Whoa, okay. She's...
A machine built to look like a human, I guess. Is this an...
Return
She spoke!
Paimon? Traveler?
What? You heard that?
Oh, take a look at this. I found it on the ground next to her.
Really? Wait. A blonde person with a white bow. You bet, bro!
There's also a cipher disk on it. I guess it needs a code to unlock it.
We have two gunslingers here. Can't we just blast it open?
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I've seen the Scions of the Canopy use similar devices when if you put in the wrong code or try to open it by force.
Sure looks that way. Question is, who's the messenger? So, we gotta revive a high-tech humanoid and crack open a cryptex.
Sounds like a plan! Time to head to the chip. You bet, bro!
Shilon and his... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be taking a nap at this hour.
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Mawika, now Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun of me?
Whoa, what a mess! You, looking for something?
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this. Mawika wants me to come up with a solution. It's like she thinks I'm a miracle worker or something. But I'm not. So, to make up for the difference, I've been spending all day...
Well,
Hold up. Is she
We picked her up on the beach near the Flower Feather clan, along with this cryptex. Seems like a mess.
a cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised you didn't try to blast it open. Let's see here. The Fontanians. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts. Could be a tricky one, since it uses a combination of several different technologies. I'm assuming it's not worth the risk, right? Must be a pretty important message if this is how they chose to transport it.
The only other option is to get our messenger to tell us the code.
Well, the device in her chest looks pretty similar to the core you'd find on a secret source automaton, but the other components, I've never seen anything like them in that land before. I'll see what I can do. Hang tight for a minute.
She woke up!
All I did was stimulate the core. I did not expect that to work.
White. Flying object.
Wow. You recognize?
Task in progress. Deliver message to traveler and white flying companion. Message location confirmed. Status delivered.
You're pretty smart for a robot. Can you tell us the code?
Code?
Oh, maybe not so smart after all.
Memory. Missing.
What?
Yeah, there's always a snag. Is there anything else you do remember? Besides these two?
Name. Memory missing.
Oh, not again.
You said something about returning home earlier. Where's home?
Return home. Task in progress. Memory missing.
Not necessarily. Judging by her reaction,
Yeah, but what does that mean?
it means she hasn't lost her memories. They're in there somewhere. She just can't, like, when you know something, but
Finding near synonyms for headache. Cognition module. Pain.
Robots can feel pain too?
well, pain can be a useful parameter. Experiencing pain is how baby humans and saurians learn what to do and what not to do. In a similar vein, I've heard that a lot of highly autonomous machines are designed with negative feedback mechanisms for behavioral regulation.
Whoa, slow down.
Oh, okay, well, if I call it a curse, is that easier to understand? Imagine if you're a big shot shaman from the Masters of the Nightwind and you send your disciple on an errand to the Flower Feather clan. To stop him from treating it like a vacation, you might put a curse on him that causes a physical and mental breakdown if he strays from the right path. That way,
Jeez. Sounds like the horror story version of Granny E.
the point is,
Yeah, but
Task. Fail.
well, without knowing the exact details of the curse.
Sure. I'm alright. I have assessed the pain.
Hey, Traveler, have you ever seen a humanoid machine like this? Anywhere else you've been? Ah, of course.
Fontaine. They make good pastries there.
Hey! That triggered something! Hey! Never mind that. So, is Fontaine your home?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one promising lead nipped in the bud.
You mean her hairpiece?
Mondstadt.
That's it! A maid! Although, as far as...
A maid. Okay, that would explain a lot.
No.
How come she responds so much faster when the answer is no?
Not Lenny's core, Fontanian joints, Mondstadt hairpiece. Maybe no single nation. She's just like the Cryptex in that sense.
In that case, where exactly is home to you? Is it where you were built? Where you live most of the time? Or a place you can always come back to?
Home is just home, isn't it?
Okay. Feels like this is getting us nowhere. Any other ideas, Shilonen? How do we get her memories back?
If her cognition is impaired, maybe her body is the place to look. I found a... Do you remember this little robot? Apparently, you were together when they found you on the beach.
Oh,
Nice! So you remember how to switch it on.
is this a broom?
Wait, she really is a robo-maid?
Wow, very good indeed. Now then, could I trouble you to tidy up my workshop?
Are you serious right now?
Well, if she's a robo-maid, maybe doing some household chores will jog her memory. Yeah, just this area will do. Thanks, no need to.
Hey, come on! The poor thing's only just woken up. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Understood. Commencing task. Sorting large objects.
She's really doing it.
Cleaning floor. Defensive mode engaged. Cleanup sequence initiated. Sorting small objects. Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai. Clear and concise descriptions of physical motions but no plot. Category: Martial Arts Instruction.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly left?
The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger. Discusses energy acquisition from the sunsetia fruit. Category: Nutritional Science. Introduction of ancient machines. Grammatically.
What in the world? That isn't classical literature. She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there? Oh, looks a little dirty. Could you clean it up?
Understood. Cleaning woven scroll.
Wow, it's like it's brand new. Hey, this looks like someone from the Children of Echoes. Shilonen, is this a relative?
Oh, a relative? No. That's Ishkik, ancient name Baraka, founder of the Children of Echoes and one of the 6 heroes.
Wait, Baraka?
Yep, she and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon. She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity. But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real shame.
What happened? Useful stuff like that,
Ochcon happened. An old friend of the 6 who ended up ruling Natlan shortly after he even turned on Ishkik, one of his closest allies.
Ishkik burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochkon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason.
That's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see on that woven scroll, the same person I inherited the ancient name Vuka from. It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Yanka.
Malfunction. This is not the way. Malfunction who betrayed us all.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back!
If she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal weapon? Ah! What's that sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike! Why couldn't it...
If there was a lightning storm, I'd have thrown you into the sky by now. Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the description was a good match for my target. Humanoid machine. Looks like a maid. Highly destructive.
Wait! Kanich! Just hold off for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion. They should be here soon. Want to come and meet them?
Huh?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt.
Alright! I'm sorry. Let's go meet these merchants then. Yay! Nufa!
In Nefa?
Inefa! They found you at last! Thank goodness you're okay.
My apologies. Who are you?
Oh no, your memory's gone again? Even your name this time?
Again?
Liua, Fontaine, Sumeru. This is quite a diverse crew.
So, are you her manufacturers or family?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill. She's Aino's handiwork.
I know?
From now on, you're gonna promise me. Remember...
Malfunction.
Inefa! Are you...
Looks like she's getting worse. Is this all our fault?
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you from? And what's wrong with with Inefa?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant. This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from
Not cry!
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you...
That's the thing about Nod Cry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah, we're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nod Cry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They made some big moves in Nod Cry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious groups.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues?
Anyway, there us regular folks were, just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now. So we decided to make the journey together.
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing, until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were coming into shore.
Weird machines? Secret source automatons by any chance? And Nepha saved us all.
Really? As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for...
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, the Traveler and party were the ones who actually saved Nepha. And Shalonen is the one who woke her up. I'll have to include their costs in the final bill.
Oh, please. I barely did anything. All credit to Anefa. She only woke up because of her build quality, so I guess I should say all credit to this Aino, then? Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among...
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino to come here and fix her! Then she'll get all her memories back!
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it. And as for the memory thing, Anefa's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please, explain in more detail.
Alright. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nodcry. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got. Until one day, you were sweeping the floor, and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down. The worst part of that was, Anefa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Anefa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself. Anyway, A bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry. Then you learn that a group of...
No.
Has her memory loss...
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse. But it only lasted a moment. I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now, I wonder if that battle just made things worse.
Oh, poor Inefa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents. Is there anything you can do to cure her? Anything at all?
Perhaps coming to Natlan was a bad idea after all.
Well, it's too early to say. Don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source automatons.
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound. I still have work to do.
So, why don't you all stick around here in Natlan a little longer? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some time to catch your breath.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
How about the Flower Feather Clan?
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Inefa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much our business as it is yours.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code, do you?
Oh, the code for the cryptex. Sorry, Inefa wouldn't tell us anything about that.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with amnesia to deliver their messages.
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Inefa told me she had a backup plan to make sure she wouldn't forget the code. A backup plan? Great! So what is it?
Backup plan. Memory missing.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back, that'll solve everything.
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple.
I do.
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, actually.
You're being
am I?
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the...
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! You Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares? She isn't my problem. The last few days really flew by. Do you think Inefa and the merchants are enjoying their stay at the Flower Feather Clan? Let's go see how they're doing! Do you think Inefa will like this gift we got her? See? It said yes!
Are you sure? Because when I asked it who's the better hero, Ishkik or Leonka, it gave the exact same answer.
you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a You guys, it's just making Whoa! Is that Hermione and the flying expert? Beep beep. Yes, it's us. Anyway, where's Inefa?
Probably out mopping up those mad machines as usual. There must be a lot of them, because she hardly ever comes back for a rest.
Wait, all by herself?
Inefa said that since she lost her...
So, she's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten up machines in one hit!
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same things as us. Aha! So, yeah, we still don't know if she'll like it, though. It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this one. I'm sure. But what if she doesn't? This might be my last. Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nodcry have left to go home, it's just us left. And they said today it's our turn to go home too. Already? Wasn't the plan to stick around until Inefa gets better? Dad says everyone back home is expecting us, and he doesn't want us to overstay our welcome here. He thought we should at least make sure Inefa wasn't getting any worse first, but now that it's been a few days, he says it's, to be honest, I can kinda understand. He hasn't been home in so many years. Mom and I can tell that he misses Liyue a lot. Ah, no wonder. So, what about your mom then? Guessing she's not from Liyue. No, she's from Nodcry. She met my dad after he moved there. I was born there too. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so he hasn't been home in at least 10 years. Don't worry. We'll write to you and let you know how Inefa's doing.
You bet! And when she's all better, we'll bring her to visit you in Liyue.
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. I'm sure she'll love it. But even if not, you'll have other chances in the future. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. I wonder how much longer she'll be. Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and longer every time she goes out.
Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The grown-ups would never let us do that. Way too many of those mad machines out there.
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of time. Oh, really? Thanks, Hermione.
If I can pull off this trick, it would be so cool.
Eliminated. Scanning for next target.
Inefa!
Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode activated.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes and
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start too. One robot's enough.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never mind. You're doing a whole lot better than the last time we met.
Yes, my cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation, but I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But I detect no signs of life.
It's more like a flower built from mechanical components.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module?
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built? A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah! If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude to other people.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yes, exactly! You got it! So, it all makes sense now, right?
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No! That's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friendship.
Memento? Important memory. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people, even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours, and besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, all they'd have to do is ask. If anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation... You were once... well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ish. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even further. Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. That should be your focus. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. In 1,000 years' time, cross the ocean, find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Hinefa? Hinefa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is now fixed.
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to rest. Come on, let's get you back.
Back? Back to the flower
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside.
Yes. The closer I am to the flower...
Memory data? So...
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely... But if I do not recall my memories...
So, is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending time away from the tribe.
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make...
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately 1/5.
1/5? Of what?
Traveler. Risk mitigated.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past...
It's all right. She'll be in good hands.
She never came back.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so...
Arieta. Amu. Joashin.
Huh? Hinefa? You brought her back? Thanks so much. Don't mention it.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to know where you are returning to?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll be returning to Not Cry. Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon. Maybe we can travel together.
Not cry. Is that home?
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define home. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natland. But the merchants tell me that I have family waiting for me in Not Cry. If I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me that I am now, or someone different?
Phew. That's a deep question.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't even recognize her?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I define home?
Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their whole lives searching for an answer to that. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere you can always return to, wherever that might be. No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. No matter how battered and bruised you get, you can always go back there to rest and recover. I guess you could say it's somewhere you belong. Wherever it is that your memories guide you back to, I'm sure it'll be somewhere you feel safe, somewhere you feel you belong. Of course, everyone's situation is different, I don't know how applicable my experience is in your case, but consider it a reference point, I guess?
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have more than one home? There's no law against it. Someone's looking for us. Hopefully this means there's been some progress. Don't be afraid to recover your memories. They might contain the answers you're looking for.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
More interesting to do? Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind when it comes to Natlan's ancient history.
Ancient history? Wow. Even by Seatlali standards?
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little... After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then, he had Aoife send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words. Sovereign Ruler.
Sovereign Ruler? So what? Isn't that just...
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently... Oh, of course you haven't. Even I spent forever figuring it out. Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source tech. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now, long since buried in the sands of time. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh? Which of the 13 was he?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And how? Well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories and power by now.
Lost memories.
Yet, despite that, Ahau seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Ineppa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kanich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it seems like those 2 words are all he remembers.
Darn! So the trail's gone cold.
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan. Both her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the 8th Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Chaska, did you know this?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek her own path. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. She stood up for the weak, protecting them from those more powerful who sought to exploit them. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. And that was how the Flower Feather clan began. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the end.
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point, you mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed. Might I ask how?
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Jeez! What a bizarre method of execution!
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this?
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the 8th Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell for you, why don't you look into it yourself? I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Here, take them. Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me. discreetly. It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. I'll explain everything shortly when you catch up with me. Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything more, I'll keep you updated.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, St. Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Krukosaurs are cherished companions.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Be prepared and stay safe.
Hello, traveler. See, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war.
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the.
She's the one who went missing after the war. When the Pyro Dragon fell, but the rest is lost to history. There's no way to.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad?
The point is, if Inefa really does originate from the 11th Lord.
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Lianka's mother?
Chaska, what brings you here?
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that see, Lolly's spell only works on the traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate ever since Inefa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as if Inefa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity will.
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future, I trust who she is today.
Even if the past and future Inefa are a completely different person.
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, that makes two of us. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird. If Lianka was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't too.
Fine. I had a feeling this might be your reaction.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Inefa watch, and we should get back.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here? And when did Shilonan show up?
Paimon, you were supposed to stay with Inefa.
Oh, right, Inefa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What could it be?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry. Also, she said, annihilation mode.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform everyone else. Tell them to be on high alert.
Roger that.
Wait! Don't you want to discuss this first? Hey, wait up! Let's fly! Slow down! Paimon's gonna puke!
Target acquired. Activating annihilation mode.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later.
Let's light it up! Bring it! Light it up! Everybody stand back! Pyroclastic surge!
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you need to watch out for.
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu! Hadieta! Are you okay?
I'm fine, but Mom's hurt.
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle. Inefa got here just in time.
Why would they do this? Why?
Look, no one could have known the automatons.
Wait, how did Inefa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking. Even now, I still hear them.
Really? Paimon doesn't hear anything.
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Please wait. Finished. Please try.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so familiar with their...
I have seen them many times before. At least I think so.
More random memory data, I guess.
Reconnecting. Wow! It's actually...
Hey! What do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We are under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and Besides, we know everything they're up to. Has another Fatui regiment infiltrated Natlan?
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Ugh! Why is it getting so choppy? Bad signal, maybe?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks?
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No!
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privileges.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn? Who or what is that?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my
Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
I think she wants me to go with her to return the core.
Wait, you mean she knows you?
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
What? So...
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust everything it says. You say Anefa is the 11th Lord. What proof do you have?
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can restore all of your memory data.
Anefa?
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory data.
8th Lord? The Yunka's mother's territory? What does the 11th Lord have to do with that?
You were split, then exiled, and finally reborn.
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the second. What did you say this time?
Excessive signal interference. Unable to translate. The signal should improve as we get closer to her territory. Traveler, Chaska, shall we proceed?
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not.
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette? How exactly do you know all this?
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nashatown, but I figured they were just rumors.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready for—
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's strong?
Anefa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Anefa's already
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out. And as for this 11th Lord business, we need to discuss this with the others before deciding how to proceed. Look, I know the news about the 8th Lord and Marionette is very concerning, but we should probably come up with a plan before checking things out.
Understood. Destination cancelled. Yes. New destination.
Traveler, Anefa. Could you check that the coast is...
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to take care of, so I'll be...
You're not coming back with us.
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't worry. Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can. If anything happens, save yourselves first.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving? Has it malfunctioned on us?
Leroy, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
You're saying Joachim might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground. But should we really leave Anefa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bigger threat than any sovereign ruler. Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. I'm still not convinced we can trust it. Why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianka's mother survived? Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends. I don't know. Something just doesn't add up.
Hey, Chaska! Almost ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Arieta to safety. If you have to leave the area for any reason, be sure to leave a trail.
He's on the move. Huh. So much for keeping the goods safe. Do we think he's going to meet someone? Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed.
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud?
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Now, why would someone dig a random tunnel in the middle of nowhere? Unless it's the entrance to one of the sovereign ruler's territory!
The territory was sealed by Lianka. This was one...
Hey! That was pretty clear.
Getting closer. Increased activity in language mod. Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan from...
Huh? You're breaking up again! Oh, looks like the signal's still...
Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan finding it. Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. Well, this is probably a good point to stop and wait for reinforcements. What do you think? Anefa? Oh no! What's she doing? She's charged right in! Are we going after her? All right then.